Hi and welcome to Winners Corner this Sunday when we have British Crown finals at Sundbyholm racetrack in Eskilstuna. Fabulous sport, and on top of that also a V75 round to look forward to. And we'll get to see the very best 3- and 4-year-old horses in the country today, Mike. And a question is, these years, the last years, I mean, it seems that the horses get a little bit better every year. Would you say that this goes also for this year?
Yeah, I agree completely. Every year the horses improve. They race faster and faster. I don't know where it's going to stop. This year is just phenomenal, and especially the 4-year-old colts and geldings. They're really looking forward to that race.
Okay, let's not waste any time. We start immediately in race 5. 15 mares over full distance. Not easy to figure out this one, Mike, but you've done it. Let's hear.
Oh, I feel number 13, Bula Am, moves down in class a little bit this time. She's been out on the V75 now 2 times running. She's put in good performances. She was away for half a year, and then this year she's really come into her own now, and she's improving with every race. And the way she looked last time, I feel that she must have a good chance to win this, clearing around the field. Number 13 is not all that bad behind the gate. You're on the inside and you get to pass quite a few horses on the inside from the start. So I think if Jörgen Westholm has a little bit of racing luck, this one should win quite comfortably.
A win bet there with number 13, Bula Am, to launch off this Sunday. We move on to race 7, a long distance race over 3,140 meters. And Mike, the circular start, and the horses are divided up over 3 tiers. Where do we find the winner?
I really can't tell you. This is wide open. I have a hard time figuring out who's going to win this race. But there's at least one horse that offers very good value for money. I think he's got a chance to win, and he's got a great chance to finish in the top 3. So I'm going to go for the show on number 13, Spitcam Jub. He moves down in class quite a bit this time. He's usually out against the gold division. He's tried it in all the big races this year, and he just keeps on improving every time. He's tough as nails. He can do the work on the outside like he did second to last time when he won on the V75. He loves the long distance. He's good with the circular start. And for me, he's one of the more complete horses in this race. So he's got a good chance here to finish in the top 3.
Number 13, Spitcam Jub, who's had a great year this year. The 8th race of the day is the British Crown final for 3-year-old mares. All of the mares are, of course, something extra, but not all of them can win. And you think that you have picked out the winner?
Well, I think so. Horses 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to draw more or less the same kind of attention. We're getting the same odds on those, and that means that number 2, Dibaba, is going to be my pick. I think she's got a better chance than the other 3, and that's why I'm going for her. The way she impressed me in the Oaks elimination was just amazing. Last time she showed increasing form once again when she won the elimination here very comfortably, and from a good post here, and with Örjan Kihlström, I think that they can relax a bit in the start, let the others battle it out for a bit, and then finish and just pass the others over the extremely long final stretch that we have at Eskilstuna.
Okay, then we jump then on to the 11th race of the day, and this is the British Crown final for the 4-year-old stallions and geldings. Amazing horses, and a lot of people think that number 3, Diamanten, is the most amazing of them all. Mike, what do you think?
Well, he's had an amazing year. He's won almost 4 million Swedish now this year alone, and he's a great horse. But he's up against really tough horses, and I've got an outsider that I like here. Number 10, Make the Mark. This one I'm really excited about because he's going to be completely overlooked against horses 1, 2, and 3. Make the Mark was really impressive in the elimination. He was way back as usual, and then over the final stretch, he was just flying in the middle of the track there. And I think if horses 1, 2, and 3 battle it out a bit, the tempo's real high, and that's a very likely scenario here. Number 10, Make the Mark, will really finish strong, as I said, over the extremely long stretch at Eskilstuna. So great value for money on this outsider.
Oh, a win bet there on the outsider in race 11. We move on to the daily double. And this Sunday we have it in races 10 and 11. And DD1, it is the British Crown final for 3-year-old stallions and geldings. Give us a short summary of this field.
Great field. I feel that 2 horses stand out a little bit. Number 2, Lucifer Lane, is one of my favorite horses. He's always on my picks, and he has a great chance to reach the front here. And after that, he has to be beat. Then number 3, Selmer IH in the elimination. They pulled the shoes, they put full blinkers on, and the horse was greatly improved. They're going to do the same, and with the form he showed in the elimination, he needs to be on your slip as well.
And in DD2, we have the British Crown final for the 4-year-old stallions and geldings. We've already talked about this race. And then you mentioned number 10, Make the Mark, who you believed a lot in. Do you bank him here on the DD slip?
Well, possibly. I was considering it. But then number 2, Rajesh Face, is just an incredible horse. And if he stays calm and stays trotting, he's going to be very tricky to beat. And because I have relatively good odds on the first 2 horses there, I'm going to mark 2 horses in the second leg as well.
So, for the second time this weekend, Mike abandons his habit of giving us only one single combination for the daily double. Instead, he increases it now to 4 combinations for the daily double this Sunday. Time now to talk about the V75 round. As usual, it's all about finding the winners in 7 consecutive races. And Mike, let's take a look at your recommendation. We can see that you have got 2 bankers, and it's 2 mares. We've already talked about both of them. Number 13, Bula Bula Am in the first leg, and then number 2, Dibaba in the fourth leg. So instead now we focus on the races we haven't touched at all this far. V75-2, the British Crown final for 4-year-old mares. Here you mark 3 horses. Why these 3?
Well, they were the most impressive in the eliminations. They're the toughest and most experienced. Cadillicieux has been out in all the tough races this year. So is Ultra Bright. But my personal favorite is number 3, Eva IH, who really impressed in the elimination and has the absolute perfect form that's required to win a race like this.
Okay, and then V75-5. It is a race for 4-year-old horses outside the British Crown finals. What can you tell us about this race?
Well, this is pretty open. I think number 4 is going to be a very clear favorite, but really don't buy into that. I think horses 8 and 9 offer great value for money and should be on your slip. 576 combinations is what we have for this Sunday's V75 round. SwedishHorseRacing.com is, of course, as usual, the website where you find all the additional information about Swedish trotting and horse betting. And don't forget that this V75 round, it goes off at 14:30. So it's a little bit earlier than usual. Now, we wish you the best of luck with your bets to Sundbyholm Racetrack in Eskilstuna, and enjoy the fabulous sport. Bye-bye.